Warning, cheaters may contain adult themes and strong language. Parents are cautioned that this program may not be suitable for children. Coming up on this episode of Cheaters.
We do know that Ivan is with this gentleman again this evening.
Get ready, they're starting to walk towards the door.
Here we go, guys.
Hey, whoa.
What's up? Who the is you? Did you know they were planning on getting married?
Yeah, something what?
I don't mean to hurt you, baby.
From Cheaters surveillance cameras, you are about to view actual true stories filmed live, documenting the pain of a spouse or lover caused by infidelity. This program is both dedicated to the faithful and presented to the false-hearted to encourage their renewal of temperance and virtue.
Just like he's just trying to keep a big secret from me.
I just can't go on anymore. I need to know the truth.
I don't like being the one that has to show you this.
Oh, Jesus. I asked her about him, and she said nothing was going on.
Do you want to confront him?
Oh, yeah. Take me there.
Yeah, I got him. Hey, go. Go.
Get down,
Whoa.
This is like not how this is supposed to work,
just
John.
go with him.
I love you. I'm so sorry.
Real reality television is brought to you by Cheaters Detective Agency's Private Eyes on Cheaters.
Hello, I'm Joey Greco. Thank you for watching Cheaters. In this case, meet Chris Lewins, a respectable young man concerned about his live-in boyfriend's neglectful behavior. Needing a better understanding of their relationship, Chris brings in Cheaters for some desperately sought-after answers.
Chris Lewins, age 26, a warehouse worker who is worried about his boyfriend's increasingly apathetic behavior.
I met Ivan through a mutual friend of ours named Lisa. She introduced us, and we all went out one night, and we got pretty drunk. Had a real good time that night. I thought Ivan was everything that I've always looked in a guy. He took me home that night. We spent about 2 or 3 days together. Well, Ivan, I mean, he always tells me he loves me at least 10 or 15 times a day. He always calls me at work and reminds me that he loves me. When I'm home, he's there waiting on me. He usually has breakfast cooked. We eat breakfast, then go to bed. It gets pretty fun there. Well, now Ivan acts like he doesn't care about me or anybody else, as far as that goes. He doesn't even take care of himself anymore. When I first met Ivan, he was real clean, real neat. I hate to say it, but sometimes I wonder if he even showers. I come home from work and the house isn't clean, and that was one of the agreements that we made from the beginning, was that he would always take care of the house because he didn't have a job when he moved in. Well, it's very, very important to discover the truth. I can't go on not knowing if Ivan is faithful to me or not. Like I said, we are planning to get married. I'm not going to marry somebody that's a cheater, somebody that's a liar. I just can't go through my life trying to love somebody like that.
If you suspect infidelity in your relationship, Cheaters licensed investigators may be able to provide you assistance. Exercise your right to be informed. Ivan Watkins, age 24, an unemployed gentleman who may be whiling away his free time with another man. Investigation Day 3. Cheaters surveillance teams remain vigilant following 2 days of inactivity. As Chris prepares to leave for work on this particular evening, Cheaters detectives set up outside the residence he shares with suspect Ivan Watkins. Several hours after Chris departs for the night, PIs observe a man heading toward the apartment. Minutes later, suspect Watkins is led down the stairs by the gentleman. The two leave and are trailed to a local hotspot known for its open-minded atmosphere. Upon coming to an enticing bar, they duck in to have a few drinks. The two companions take the fun back to suspect Watkins' apartment, where they disappear inside. A short while later, Cheaters detectives see the unknown man quickly leave the scene. Investigation Day 7. Cheaters PIs are once again at suspect Watkins' apartment to see what lies in store for this evening. After Chris ventures off to work, it's not long before the interloper, who has now been identified as Scott Cooley, is spotted making his way up to his love interest's residence. Without hesitation, suspect Watkins rushes out to greet his date with some hot grabbing, etc. Then he gives companion Cooley a loving pat as the two venture out to an undetermined destination. Pirouetting down the boulevard, they find a nearby eatery where they share an intimate dinner. The two then drive back to suspect Watkins' home with Cheater's detectives close behind. Getting out of the car, suspect Watkins turns to present companion Cooley with a goodbye kiss and a provocative exposition before sauntering upstairs alone. Investigation Day 11. Cheater's agents are not surprised when they observe companion Cooley arriving at the suspect's apartment again. Suspect Watkins and his escort amble over to the local country western bar. After a few hours spent on the dance floor, the two are in need of some air, and suspect Watkins cannot seem to refrain from lying, as demonstrated in this recorded phone call. Cheater's investigators end the inquiry and place the dreaded call to complainant Lewins to inform him of the unfortunate circumstances. Coming up, the confrontation.
Now that proof of infidelity is firmly established, Cheaters reaches out to Chris in an effort to rescue him from a destructive relationship. Teeming with apprehension, Chris prepares himself for the final results of the investigation. Chris, I know this is a very challenging and difficult time for you. We appreciate your being here tonight. We're standing here this evening because our detectives do have some of the information that you asked us to compile. Are you ready to take a look at that?
Yeah.
As the investigation starts, the detective is outside. A gentleman came to your home, and Ivan was seen leaving shortly thereafter with this gentleman. They traveled to an area of town. After some time at a bar, they were observed exiting, where they returned to your home, spent a very short time there, and this young gentleman left. On this day of the investigation, Chris, they embrace one another at the door. Okay. All right. Take a second. Take a second. All right. You okay?
Yeah.
As they head back to the car, they're holding hands.
I can't believe that.
Again, as they're walking, they're basically fondling one another as they walk on the street. They returned to your home.
Oh my God.
You know,
Wow.
it's uncalled for. And this young gentleman left. On this day, Chris, we observe Ivan and this gentleman again in an embrace and a kiss. At that point, they travel to a country western bar.
He said he was going out two-stepping with Lisa. He lied to me.
Unless his name's Lisa.
Doesn't look like a Lisa I know.
A few hours later, they again are out in the parking lot, flaunting distasteful behavior. They go back to your home once again. After entering, the lights go off inside. And I know that that's not what you're hoping to find out.
Not at all.
But look, Chris, it's gonna be okay, and that's why we're here. Equipped with that information, I have a question to ask you. We do know that Ivan is with this gentleman again this evening. They're in a bar. They've been there for a little while. What do you want to do?
I want to see who this other person is.
Okay. Are you ready to go?
Yeah.
All right.
know a lot of your viewers probably aren't gay, but we feel the same feelings that a straight couple does. It hurts. This is somebody that I love with all my heart, somebody I trusted, somebody I wanted to marry, and now he's done this.
They're at this bar that's right here on our left.
Been here several times.
You've been here before?
Yeah.
Okay. We'll just stay right here and wait for them because his car is right across the street. So they're gonna have to pass right in front of us.
Okay.
Hang on 1 second, this could be them. Yeah. Okay, get ready. They're starting to walk towards the door. Okay. Everyone. All right, they just came out? All right, yeah, I see them. We see them, all right. Okay, let's go. All right, here we go, guys. Heads up. Okay, this is good.
What's this? Hey, whoa.
What's up? Who the
What
f is you?
Hey,
What are you
baby,
doing with him?
baby.
That don't look like Lisa. You don't look like Lisa.
Chris.
You need to get out of here.
Hey,
you need to get out of here.
Guys, hey, come on. That's not necessary.
Stay back, stay back.
You need to get out of here.
Stay back.
You need to come over here. What are you doing?
I was just.
Why are you doing this?
I don't mean to hurt you, baby, but it's just there's nothing else that I could do.
You brought this guy into my house.
I just went
to
out.
our house. Did you in our bed?
I should care too.
No.
What's your name?
Why? Tell me why in the hell should I care?
Why should you
Why
care
should I
what
care
your
about
name
any
is?
y'all here? Tell
You
me
don't
why.
have to. You don't have to.
Why should I tell you my name?
Okay, Santa Fe, don't tell me your name.
That's right. Go by that if you want to. Do whatever you want to use. Use whatever name you want to.
Okay, Mr. Fay.
I didn't mean for it to come to this.
Well, you brought it upon yourself, Ivan. You're the one that did this.
Yeah.
I've tried to give you everything. And this is the things I get.
And you want me out?
I want you out tonight. You can go live with Lisa.
Coming up, the conclusion.
And you want me out?
I want you out tonight. You can go live with Lisa.
If he cares about you,
Right.
then he should have ended his relationship with this other guy.
Not necessarily.
Not necessarily. Why is that?
Why should it be?
So basically, you could just sleep around with whoever
Right.
and whoever and whoever, and that's fine.
Uh-huh.
And that might be the way you want to live your life,
Yeah.
and that's your choice.
Thank you very much for letting me do that. Wow.
You know what?
Well,
But I want you to get out and leave. You need to stay away from me. You need to go.
What's happening over here?
baby, it's not like I planned it for this to happen and everything, but well, it's just we've kind of grown apart. We never get to see each other, and
You been doing drugs again, Ivan?
no,
No?
I'm clean.
When's the last time you used?
About 2 weeks ago.
2 weeks ago.
Yeah.
Is that clean?
Well, for 2 weeks.
I thought you loved me. You told me that you loved me. You told me
Then-
that you wanted to spend the rest of your life.
he
with-
truly does,
Shut
then
up.
why
You
not?
need to take him
I
to
am
wherever
asking,
you need to
what-
take him wherever you live, and let him move with you because he's not staying at my house anymore.
Okay, that's fine.
You need to go get him, and y'all go do your own merry little
All right.
thing. See you later,
Now,
bitch.
Now.
You slut.
Thank you. Nice knowing you too.
Yep. You.
Y'all better move the car. Hey.
Hey.
Thank you.
You.
Watch out. He's got issues. Come on, let's get you.
Take care of that boy.
Hello? Ivan, I really don't want to talk to you right now.
That's it.
Well, Ivan, you didn't want to save my feelings. If you wanted to save my feelings, you wouldn't have done this. You wouldn't have brought somebody else into our home. Well, Ivan, I can understand you saying that you got to do what you got to do, but I've also got to do what I've got to do, okay? So you have a nice life, and just always remember that I love you, and I never will stop loving you. I still love him, but I know I can't be with him.
After the confrontation, Chris slowly pieces together the events that led to the demise of his relationship. At the end of the show, Cheaters tells you about his outlook for the future. But next, Cheaters presents Jodi Vincent, an active participant in the Brittany Croson case. Jodi comes to Cheaters to explain her involvement in such a turbulent affair.
Jodi Vincent, age 24. Jodi visits with Cheaters to discuss the Brittany Croson case and why she chose to get in the middle of an existing relationship.
When everybody ran up on me with all these cameras and everything, it was a bit just a surprise, like, what is going on? Why is this happening to me? Not today, you know. There was just a million things going through my head.
Daphne.
What the f is this?
Do you know who she is?
Yes, my girlfriend.
Oh, no, honey, do not be pushing on her.
You're wearing my shoes.
It doesn't matter, she let me wear them. Don't be pushing on her. My thoughts on Brittany is that she is a big whore, right? And a couple of weeks after the interview, or the bust or whatever, I saw her at a nightclub, and she was off in a corner with a few gentlemen. I don't know who these people were, but I saw her there, and it looked like to me she was giving oral to all three of them. I mean, the head was kind of going, you know, you could just see it.
Because I don't know.
Let's just blow her off. She's not worth your time.
You're gonna date someone that looks like that. I don't want to be with you anyway.
I love you, but you know what? Will you please quit telling that bitch you love her and get in the car?
Don't be mad because you're ugly.
Back up, bitch. I will find you. You know, I mean, I know I'm not like Miss America, but look at her and look at me. I mean, I don't weigh 190 pounds. She looks like, I mean, my honest opinion, the girl, you stick her hair up and she looks like a troll. I mean, she does. She's shaped like a pear, and she's just, she's all wrong.
Maybe. See that girl? She's trashy.
We'll have a detective hang out outside your house anyway, in case she tries to come over there.
Is that them again?
Okay, look, I have this of yours, and I have this of yours.
What is that? That's not mine.
So you can suck my bitch, but you can get the rest of your stuff back later.
Are you naked? That's cute. She's watching the bikers. Oh, she flashed y'all's hair.
I am seeing somebody right now. His name is Jeremy. He has long, dark hair. He's gorgeous. I mean, he's just absolutely the most gorgeous thing you could ever see. And he has so much to offer. I mean, as far as parts of him just are incredibly pleasing. And I really, you know, everything's going great between us. He's teaching me about computers, and it's like, I'm just so happy with him.
Chris Lewins now admits that his relationship with Ivan was doomed from the start. He intends to change his entire lifestyle, but mentions the possibility of giving Ivan another chance if he promises to end his days of promiscuity. Ivan Watkins says that he loves Chris with all his heart, but just needs more excitement in his life. He admits that he's not ready to settle down yet and hopes that Chris can hold out until he gets his priorities straight. Mr. Watkins wishes the best for Chris and is apologetic for causing him so much torment. For his part, Scott Cooley confesses that he's quite embarrassed by his involvement in the case. Nonetheless, he says that Mr. Watkins is an interesting character and that also he happens to be a fabulous lover. He didn't care to offer any other comment and quickly terminated the conversation with Cheaters producers.